Hello everyone, I'm Ace of Clubs Kid, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the Razer DeathAdder gaming mouse. I've had this mouse for about 2 weeks or so, and by the way, this is the 2013 edition, because there are quite a bit of different ones, and it's the lighted one. There's a couple of different versions. Right-handed lighted version, that's the most kind of common one, but you can also get the non-lit one, which I think is a few bucks cheaper, like 5 or 6. Yeah, probably somewhere around that, depending where you go. Anyways, so that's this. I've had it for about 2 weeks, and I've been gaming with it quite a bit. Here's the box. Some people really like to talk about the box and all the things that they talk about, but I'm just going to sort of show you what this looks like, I guess. Just for those of you who are curious, I kind of get that feeling of wanting to see the box. But anyways, the most important thing, obviously, is the mouse itself, and how it feels and how it performs, not just what it says on the box. So, a couple things about this. It's a very nice ergonomic mouse. I'll just kind of give you a little bit of a 360 view here. They haven't changed anything from the, at least from a design perspective, from the previous year, except for these rubber grips on the side. I'm going to angle this up a little bit so you can see those a bit better. You can see this sort of, it almost looks like leather, but it's just a nice feeling rubber. And it really feels comfortable because even if your hands are a bit sweaty, they kind of grip onto the side, so if you need to pick up your mouse for any reason, you can just pick up, and I'll show you here, just with your pinky, and there's also a part there. With your pinky and your thumb, you can just pick it up and move it wherever you want. It's also a very nice, comfortable, I'm sorry, the camera's so shaky, I'm just going to put this on ground level. Okay. So, yeah, if you're just holding the mouse on the side, instead of having to kind of be near the buttons, you can just hold it right on the bottom, and you won't, of course, click anything by accident, which is very comfortable. I think this is around $60, $67, I think is the exact price. I got a bit of a discount because Best Buy does price match. I highly recommend, if you're thinking about buying something on Amazon, and the Best Buy near you has that product, just show them the link for Amazon of that product, and it does have to be new, you can't show them a used one, but yeah, you can show them the price of that, and they'll match it, and they'll give you that same price, and of course you don't have to pay for shipping, you don't have to wait for anything, and it's really cool. So I paid somewhere around like $57 for this, and I traded in my Rat 3 in order to get the 50, because the Rat 3 just wasn't working out. I might talk more about that in another video if I get that requested. But anyways, yeah, this is really comfortable. I think with ergonomic mice, interestingly enough, at least for me, I sort of have to spend a little bit of time kind of orienting my hand a little bit differently and finding out where, like, kind of the sweet spot is, where it's the most comfortable. Whereas with an adjustable mouse, you can kind of, you know, change it as much as you want, at least with some, to make it comfortable to your hand. I think ergonomic mice are kind of better in that sense, because instead of having to fool around with something, just constantly play with it and see what may or may not be more comfortable, you can just kind of adjust to this. It doesn't take too long. When I say adjust to it, I mean maybe playing an hour or two of a game and you'll kind of find that sweet spot. So, not really anything too extensive. The buttons on the side, there are only 2 extra buttons, and they're pretty easy to use. There's no really issues with distinguishing between which ones. You can feel them right there. They're oversized, a lot bigger than a lot of other gaming mice that I've used, and I think they're really comfortable. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I'm just going to go to the internet, and I'll go into YouTube. And just to, yeah. So it's a pretty, you know when you click it, it's not like anything where you're going to click it by accident. It's really comfortable, and of course, like I said before, that rubber grip on the side prevents you from hitting it by accident. So, yeah, not really too much to talk about there. Of course, we do have the lighted logo, which is just purely aesthetic. Of course, doesn't make anything better. We have our braided cable, which is a pretty nice braided cable. In comparison, here is my Razer Black Widow. That is, you know, just to give you a feeling, that's thicker than this one, as well it should be. A keyboard cable should be thicker. This is a pretty good durability. It's not really, I mean, chances are your cord isn't going to be doing anything too crazy, but you do want just something nice, something probably more than rubber, just because that's going to last longer in case you do fold it up or you're carrying around or anything. So that's nice. Another thing, I don't really have too much else to say about that. The left and right click buttons. As you'll see, and I'll kind of show you this. Maybe this is the best perspective. Yeah, you can see, very ergonomic. It's very much fit where it kind of concaves into where your finger goes in, and there's even some kind of shaping on the sides, so it's meant for that specific angle that your finger goes in. So it's really ergonomic. It's very comfortable. Your fingers kind of just slide into that spot where it's the most comfortable to click. You don't have to do anything weird, or you just always know where that perfect spot is, which is really comfortable. The click wheel, it's got a nice click wheel. It's the same one on most other Razer mice. I know it's the exact same one as the Naga. And yeah, so not too much else to say about that either. The click is, it's not the most defined click, but you can definitely tell when you're hitting it. Once again, it's not like you're scrolling and you're accidentally going to hit it. I have mine to actually wired using Synapse 2.0 to actually adjust the DPI. And of course, as you can see, this is a 6400 DPI mouse. On that, it does have a infrared sensor that you cannot see. Of course, that's what infrared is. You can't see it with the human eye, which is really cool. So I know that I've had an experience before where maybe you lift up your mouse or something, or maybe it's a kind of mouse where there's buttons to adjust on the bottom, and you look at it and it's just really, really bright. It hurts your eyes to look at. And I like this because if you do want to lift it up or anything, you know, maybe even if you have to adjust or take out the, what do you call it? These Teflon pads, I'm just going to call them, on the bottom. If you're going to switch those out and you don't want to have to unplug your mouse, then you don't have to really worry about that. So that's nice. Small thing, but it's nice. So the summary, this is a really good, comfortable mouse. I recommend it to anyone who games and anyone who is maybe just on their computer for a long period of time and wants something really comfortable. Also, like I said, there's available in a left-handed edition and a non-lit edition, if you don't really care about the lights. Anyways, that's about it. I'm Asa Clubskid. I highly recommend this mouse to anyone gaming, and I will see you guys later with more gaming videos. Thanks, and bye.